Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 doing a mod review of the Hearts of Iron mod Man in the High Castle. Man in the High Castle Season 3 just came out on Amazon this past weekend. This is one of my favorite series to live stream currently on Amazon. Highly recommended for anyone who's interested in alternative histories or geopolitics or history in general. It's a very cool series. This is again third season, and this is a mod that they have set up on Hearts of Iron 4 to portray the world from that alternative point of view, Man in the High Castle. As you see, America has been conquered by the Nazis and the Japanese. This is January of 1962, so the Americans have lost. I'm going to try not to do too many spoilers for those who haven't seen it. I assume people who clicked on this have seen it, but according to this alternative reality, or this alternative universe, if you will, the Nazis had developed the bomb, and the atomic bomb, I guess, first, and they had used it on the Americans, detonating it in Washington, D.C. They conquered the eastern half of the United States, but the western half of the United States was conquered by the Japanese and is now part of what's called the Japanese Pacific States, which is sort of like a puppet government for the Japanese. And there was also a neutral zone in between that neither one really has control over. The game does offer a neutral zone governor scenario that you could play, or the mod does offer that. For the most part, this mod has the same amount of technologies and research. There's nothing really changed there. Everything is pretty much all the same technologies that you have in regular Hearts of Iron. Same thing with industry and engineering and everything. So everything is all basically the same there, as well as with the national focuses. This is a very basic national focus tree. There's no specialized focus trees for any countries in this. The only difference is really the country makeup and the alignment, the political alignments. So if you look at the Nazis, they have gained control over most of Europe. They've puppeted a lot of states in Russia, in Western Russia, and Scandinavian countries. They have part of the Axis Alliance is their faction. They've conquered, it looks like they have a portion of the Russian territory east of the Ural Mountains. The only Soviet Union territories that have, west of the Ural Mountains. The only Soviet Union territories that survived were east of the Ural Mountains. There is obviously the American, Nazi American states. This is also a playable game, but you are part of the Nazi faction. This is, I believe, Heinrich Himmler. There he is. Who is in command of that country of the United States. There are Osterland, which looks like a Baltic state, Poland nation that was developed, puppet name. There's a Ukraine puppet state that's also created there. Independent state of Croatia, right down there. We'll zoom in here. That looks more like Bosnia-Herzegovina than Croatia, but I guess it's a combination of the two. Hungary has its own state within the Fascist Alliance. Axis Alliance. Fascist Axis. What else do we have here? Bulgaria, Hungary. That is just Bulgaria. Finland, Greater Finland, has a nation here. Looks like they've taken some territory from the Russians. Vichy, France, part of the faction, the Axis faction, controls Algerian territory there, and then Romania is the last one. I guess Italy has its own faction. The New Roman Empire, Novum Imperium Romanium, which has in their faction Turkey, Greece, and the new state of Iraq. Alright, I assume they have good relations with the Nazis. That covers most of the world. India remains free. Japan does have their own independent faction where they control the Chinese coast, Korea. They also have, looks like, puppeted most of. Oh, Free India is under China's control there. Greater Mongolia, Manchuria, Reorganized Nationalist China. Looks like Sinking and Tibet are held out there. Thailand, Burma, and Indochina are all part of Japan's faction, as well as the Pacific States. Centralist Australia, fascist, controlling Papua New Guinea and Indonesian states. Most of Africa looks like it's gone. I guess Africa's been divided up between the Nazis and the Italians, New Roman Empire, Italian Roman Empire. And Australia remains pretty independent, with the exception of New Guinea, which is taken over by the Greater Nazi Reich. So, and they have a ton of aluminum there. So overall, this is a pretty interesting scenario, pretty interesting mod to play. I'm not sure if I want to do an alternative history. I've been looking at sort of alternative history games recently that seem pretty interesting. So you guys let me know if you want me to do an alternative history for this, or should I play like as the Nazi Reich. Either way, this looks like a really cool mod. I just like the scenarios that are laid out and the new world, how it's hooked up here. I don't know if this music's too loud for you guys or not, but I'm just going to see if I can pause it for a second there. Yeah, so hopefully that music wasn't too loud, and there are no wars at this current state. So I was thinking about doing an alternative history, but usually with alternative history games, I think it's better for at least countries to start off at wars, because I don't know if wars will develop or not. But let me know. This is just a quick poll, quick mod review. I really like the scenario. Again, I really love the series that's been going on Amazon. 3 seasons already, and again, they're filming the 4th season. They're in the process of filming the 4th season, so I'm really excited about that. It's an alternative world history, and it looks like it's something that would be an interesting mod for Hearts of Iron, although, unfortunately, there are no different technologies. They should have other technologies. It's really cool if they could have, like, I don't know if you can put some of the technology that's in Hearts of Iron, or in Man in the High Castle in it, like alternative universes and such, but either way, I don't want to spoil the plot for you guys. I highly recommend you guys watching this on Amazon, and let me know if you want me to play as a particular faction. I may end up doing a poll. I could play as the Nazis. I could play as the New Roman Empire. I don't think the Soviet Union would be a good faction to play in this. Maybe play as the Greater Nazi Reich in Nazi America and try to break away. I don't know how exactly to do that. Oh, there's also the option of playing as Japan too. So let me know what you guys think. This is, again, really cool mod. I think it could have probably gone further with technology and different weapons and different national focuses, but it didn't. And if this is something you guys like to see on my channel, please let me know. Just doing a quick mod review here. Thumbs up for First Centurion 753. Other than those few comments I had, this looks like a really cool mod, and I'd like to play it. So let me know what you guys think, and yeah, let me know in the comment. Thanks for watching.